The feature that stood out to me the most about Ambyint initially was it's got to be 100% the card viewer. You can look through every single one of your walls at a quick glance and immediately be able to put together a morning list of problem walls that need to be addressed. And what used to take me countless hours to sift through and look through every single wall across weeks, I was only able to do it now in a matter of minutes. And I think the one thing that you'll notice is across our industry, especially in oil and gas, we are all short-staffed on time, and having the ability to focus on the higher value decision problems return exponential value, not only to me, but also the organization. And I think the key takeaway is that a lot of operators nowadays have a ton of data, but they just don't have the processes in place to employ the data in order to make more informed decisions about their wells. And that's exactly a solution that Ambyint came by and offered us, which made it super appealing. We had an operator on a rod lift trial that had a ton of underpumping walls during the baseline classification. And once we kicked off the pilot, we immediately saw wells start to speed up and capitalize on some lost barrels. Now, I think the biggest highlight of that trial was that they had that one well that single-handedly paid for the entire deployment of a multi-100 well pilot. So that was pretty awesome to see. So one thing that I stress about most and constantly is the need for human intervention, even with AI. Like I mentioned, the strongest pilot results that we see are when the two work together. It's always important to have that human component because, just because you have artificial lift and machine learning models, there's still a ton of other opportunities that need to be capitalized on. For example, well techs are always necessary and will be necessary in order to handle kind of the surface related issues, especially with rod lift problems. And also at the same time, shoot fluid levels. And fluid levels are super important, especially in the rod lift world, because they pretty much validate what the program and what the platform is attempting to do. Ambyint's long-term value lies in its ability to essentially future-proof production operations. The way that we advertise and we put ourselves out there is through the emphasis of optimization at scale. And in our current market, we're seeing a lot of mergers and acquisitions, and people are starting to realize that they really need to lean out their operations. A lot of companies are running super short-staffed, and that's the ideal setting where Ambyint can truly step in and help. And for operators, what this means is you'll have reduced downtime, lower operating costs, more production, and significant reduction of well touches, giving them time back in the field to shoot fluid levels, diagnose further surface-related conditions. And for engineers, it's all about freeing up time to focus on the strategic initiatives rather than fighting fires all the time. So ultimately, in a market where every company is running super lean, as we have seen, Ambyint answers the call to the challenge.